Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the Broke Entrepreneur channel. Today we're going to talk about greed. Greed is a powerful emotion, one that can either corrupt the soul or, when reframed, become a force for positive change. In this video, we will explore greed through the lens of the soul. We will uncover its roots in the Nafs, self, its destructive potential, and how it can be managed and transformed to serve higher purpose. The soul's connection to greed, the role of the Nafs. Specifically, it is a hallmark of the Nafs al-ammarah, the commanding self, which inclines towards desires and excess. Allah warns about the dangers of the unchecked desires in the Quran. Indeed, the soul is a persistent enjoiner of evil, except those upon whom my Lord has mercy. Surah Yusuf 12:53. When greed overtakes the soul, it creates relentlessness, dissatisfaction, and a sense of emptiness. This state of imbalance clouds the qalb, the heart, hardening it and veiling it from the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Be content with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you." True richness, therefore, lies not in accumulation, but in the state of nafs. A purified soul, nafs al-mutmainna, content and tranquil, is the key to real fulfillment. From a psychological perspective, greed manifests as a constant desire for more possessions, more power, more status. This insatiable craving stems from the fear of scarcity, a worry that there won't be enough to go around. I must add one point to this, and it's very, very crucial for us to understand. You see, in Islamic teachings, we always rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to provide us with our sustenance. But in the Western teachings, they just trust their own abilities and stuff, which was a common characteristics of Jews. If you go to my playlist on al-Baqarah, you will see that the whole concept is there explained very beautifully in the Quran. So the West is always teaching worry. Greed doesn't harm the soul. It also affects mental well-being. It leads to restlessness and stress. A mind consumed by greed is never at peace. Decreased happiness. Research shows that people focus solely on material gain report lower levels of satisfaction. And it's a fact. Harmful behaviors. Addictive tendencies like hoarding and gambling often stem from unchecked greed. When greed dominates, it enslaves the soul to the Nafs al-ammarah, cutting it from its divine purpose. Now, here's an interesting question. What if greed wasn't inherently bad? What if it could be reframed and channeled to align with the soul's higher purpose? When controlled by the intellect, aql, and guided by the heart, but to serve others. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, demonstrated this balance by acquiring wealth to distribute it among the needy and build a just society. This reframing aligns greed with the tranquil soul, nafs al-mutmainna, where wealth becomes a tool for positive change. To transform greed into a force for good, we must first manage it. This requires purifying the nafs and realigning the soul's focus towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Here are practical tools. Reframing through gratitude. Shift your perspective. Wealth isn't an end goal. It is a means to serve Allah and others. Regularly practice gratitude to remind the soul of Allah's abundant blessings. Allah promises, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor." Surah Ibrahim, verse 7. Visualization, the fulfilled soul. Visualize yourself feeling content and joyful with what you currently have. Picture the positive impact your wealth could have. On this point, I'll be creating another video on how to visualize using NLP. So keep that in mind. Picture the positive impact your wealth could have. Children learning in a school you built. Families thriving through your support. This exercise helps the soul find purpose and contribution, not accumulation. Charity, the purification of wealth. Regularly give zakat and sadaqah to purify your wealth and detach the heart from greed. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, wealth is not diminished by charity. Qina is the antidote to greed. It is the hallmark of the tranquil soul, which finds peace in Allah's decree. Allah describes the ultimate state of the soul in the Quran. O reassured soul, return to your Lord, well pleased and pleasing to Him. Surah Al-Fajr 27-28. When the soul reaches this state, it is no longer craves material gain for its own sake. Instead, it seeks to use its resources to fulfill its divine purpose. Greed is a double-edged sword. Left unchecked, it can corrupt the soul and lead to dissatisfaction. But when reframed and managed, it becomes a tool for achieving personal growth and contributing to the greater good. Ask yourself, what drives your desires? Are they aligned with the soul's higher purpose? Let's strive to purify our souls, use our blessings wisely, and embrace contentment as the ultimate wealth. Thank you very much again for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Be safe wherever you are. Thank you once again. Bye-bye.